You're listening to the Stay Sore podcast.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Stay Sore podcast. I'm your host, Bo Skitsko, and today we're going to talk about, I tested positive for COVID and I'm self-quarantining, and while I do that, I thought I'll talk to you about the symptoms, the testing, the quarantining, and everything that goes into it, and maybe you get something interesting out of it. So let's get started. I tested positive for COVID, and not fun, but it wasn't actually that bad. Let's talk about it. This is day 11 from the test and day 13 from my first symptoms. Thursday morning, I wake up feeling, kind of not myself, not really at least. And I know myself pretty well, so I know how I should feel. And I always feel tired. I work 24, sometimes 25 hours a day. So I usually feel tired, but this was kind of different. I woke up feeling blah. Okay, so I wanted to keep my clients safe. I own a fitness studio. I wanted to keep my clients safe. So I text everyone and say, hey, I'm not coming into work today. Let's see what happens throughout the day. Throughout the day, I'm starting feeling a little worse. And I'm starting getting that bad headache, like pretty bad. So I'm texting everyone, okay, I'm not coming today, not coming tomorrow. I need to get tested to know if I'm going to spread it or not, because I want to keep everyone else safe, right? Safety first. And I actually, believe it or not, care about my clients. So I need to know if I can step out of the house. So I need to get tested. Getting tested turns out to be pretty challenging right now. All the testing sites, like some pharmacies and urgent cares, they're all filled with people that want to get tested for legit reasons and for not so legit reasons. You just want to know. So everything is like booked and filled up. I'm trying to find out who can I contact. And I found an urgent care. I contacted them. And this was the deal. They said that I can come in person as walk in, wait in line forever, and get a test I will get the results back in 3 or 4 days. Or the other option is I can book an appointment and find out immediately a rapid test, but I have to book an appointment. The problem is so many people book the appointment that it all is filled up. At midnight, they open up the appointments for the next 2 days. So I literally waited till midnight, and 12:03 or so at night, I booked an appointment for 2 days later, right? So booked an appointment, went first thing in the morning, and yes, I tested positive. So, but let's back up a little bit. The symptoms. So first day, the worst part, I felt like regular flu-like symptoms. The first day, bad headache. That was kind of almost the worst part. Really bad headache. Second and third day, interestingly, the headache went away. Second and third day, first I thought my heart is hurting, but it turned out it's my upper back, across my upper back. Really bad pain. And I always lift heavy weights. I'm a strong dude. I've been working out for over a decade. And I know how injury pain hurts. This was not injury pain. This was just aching back. And I believe it was a Tylenol or something. I took one and it was gone. But it was really, really bad. I couldn't sleep at night. So I took a Tylenol the second day, which is the third day from the beginning. So 1 day of headaches and then 2 days of back pain. Took the Tylenol, back pain was gone. So 3 days I was in bed, a little bit of fever. So after day 4, I started getting progressively, rapidly better. So it wasn't that bad. To be super honest, probably not even my top 5 times of getting sick. Wasn't super bad. Just flu-like symptoms, sleeping a lot, tired, first headache, and then back pain. Let's continue. Testing. I went to the testing site. I had my mask. I stayed away from everyone. I didn't want to catch something in case I don't have it, or I didn't want to spread it in case I do have it. But I had to wait in the lobby, so I kind of waited in the corner away from everyone, having my mask and stuff, trying to be nice. And even with the appointment, took a little bit. And then I went to the room. Nurse came in, took my vitals, but this was day 3 now. And No fever anymore. I only had a little bit of fever the first 2 days. Third day it went away, so no more fever. And she stuck like a Q-tip, skinny Q-tip like thing into my nostril, shoved it in there, scraped my brain. At least that's how it felt like. Scraped my brain for like 5 to 7 seconds or so, and then she disappeared with my brain, or with the swab thing, right? Waited about 15, 20 minutes. Doctor comes in, literally says, dude, you tested positive. Okay, I did. Doctor said, no big deal. Just stay away from people. Try not to spray your stuff on older people or sick people. Deal. Now, some people say that, some doctors say that you have to quarantine 2 weeks or 14 days from your first symptoms. Now, most doctors say you have to quarantine 10 days from your first symptoms. Today, for me, is day 13 from my first symptoms when I'm recording this, right? By the way, when I recorded my last episode of this Stay Sore podcast, a lot of people texted me saying, you looked so sick. Wow, this must be really bad. You look tired. You look sick. Quick correction. This was like day 3 or day 4. Even sick, I still find a way to work, right? But this was like day 4 probably of me being sick when I was recording it. And you need to understand, I was quarantining closed with my wife, with my 3 extremely energetic kids that are allergic to sleep, quarantining in a apartment. I was tired for all kinds of different reasons. One of them is trying to figure out how to do long distance learning with my son. He used to go 2 days a week to school. Now he's not anymore. We have a 10-month-old baby, my middle son. They're all hyper energetic, like crazy. So I was looking tired for all kinds of different reasons. Getting used to working from home with the family, because I still do like Zoom workouts with my clients, and I still have to write emails and work on my website and other things, record the podcast. So let's continue with some of the symptoms. My wife got it a day later, and she got tested as well. A day after I got tested, she was positive too. She had all the same symptoms. First day headache, second and third day back pain. It's just the weirdest thing. And she had it about 1.5 days longer than me. So I was sick for like 3 days. She was like more 4.5 days. And we're totally fine. My older one had fever for maybe a day, maybe even less. The other ones were fine, so the kids didn't even really feel it. And I consider ourselves, our family, very healthy, actually. We do our best to eat right. We do our best to move, stay active. And that's kind of the point of the whole thing, right? That my wife doesn't have the same genetics as me, because everyone contracts this virus differently, but she doesn't have the same genetics as me because we were born 1,000 miles apart from each other. We don't have any blood connections, or at least before we got married, right? So, but we both were fine. The one thing that we have in common is we both like to be healthy. Most of my experiences that I know from other people, they're fine too, and they're for the most part healthy people. So I really think health has something to do with it. So take care of your health, and you actually have a huge chance, 99 point something percent last time I checked, of being just fine. Okay, so if you want, 2 videos ago, I recorded a video on boosting your immune system. I'll link it in the description down below. Go check it out. Boost your immune system. Be healthy. Healthy mentally, healthy physically. So back to the symptoms. One thing I forgot to mention is day 2 or so, I lost my taste. And maybe even day 1. I lost my taste and I lost my smell, which was kind of cool because I have a 10-month baby here. I have to change diapers, and for the first time, it wasn't as disgusting as usually, right? I didn't smell it. So that was kind of a positive. Didn't eat much because I slept for the first 2.5 days. So I didn't eat much, probably lost a little bit of weight. That's why I also looked a little, like my cheeks looked sunken in the last episode, because I didn't eat much, and then I started recording right away. But everyone is fine. Everyone is healthy. It wasn't that bad. And let's talk about the testing. So they tested me with the rapid test. Took me about 20 minutes to figure out what I have. And I asked the doctor, so is the rapid test less accurate than the longer test that takes 2 to 4 days to come back? And he said the test I got is the same test that they use in the NFL to test the players before they go on the field, right? And he said, he said that, I don't remember exactly which part it was, but if you test positive, it's like 97% accurate. And if you test negative, it's 96% accurate, or vice versa. But it's in the high 90s percentage of being accurate. So it's pretty accurate, the test. It's really quick. You get the results back immediately. I have a piece of paper here saying positive. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it. So positive. And you know what? I'm almost done with the quarantining. The hardest part about this whole thing was not being sick. It was being stuck in an apartment with hyper-energetic kids that only eat healthy food. I literally sometimes think maybe I should feed them some fast food so they feel sluggish for like half a day, so I can finally like breathe and have some relaxing time, some quiet time. Obviously, I'm kidding. I'm going to keep my kids healthy, but the hardest part was just being locked with the family here. I love them, but sometimes there's a little too much from the kids. That was the hardest part. The second hardest part was just being worried about work. As the owner of a business, I had to close my business for 2 weeks. I probably scared some clients. They're worried. It just that just worries me, honestly, right? I want to keep everyone healthy, keep everyone safe. Even though most doctors now say that I have to stay at home only for 10 days, I'm going to stay 14 days, even another day or two on top of that, then go to the studio, clean, disinfect everything, and keep my people safe, keep my friends, clients, everyone safe. So, so the hardest part wasn't even the sickness. The hardest part was just being locked at home and trying to figure out what to do. But honestly, we had some good times. We did some puzzles, some Lego. I tried to work, which is almost impossible because every 2 minutes they come in here and climb on me, climb on my chair. They want to play with my microphone. They want to play with my computer, with everything. But we had some good stuff as well. Besides the puzzles and the Legos, I watched my 5 favorite movies with my family together in the evening. It was amazing. My 5 favorite movies, which is Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, Back to the Future 1, 2, 3. Boom. Yes, I'm old school. Anyway, guys, I hope you stay healthy. I hope you got some ideas or a little bit of an idea of how this whole thing looked like. Don't be afraid. Just be smart. Use common sense. Don't make out with strangers. Stay healthy physically and mentally, and you'll be fine. I believe in you. I wish you the best. Stay healthy. See you soon, either in the gym or in the next episode. Stay sore. Love you.